Welcome back to another day of living in the new house. I am one sore boy this morning, so we've started quite late in the day because I really did need some rest after taking out that fireplace yesterday. But there is some information we have discovered. So we did contact Jamie, the asbestos guy, to talk about flue pipe, and unfortunately the flue pipe is asbestos. Yay! Fantastic. He asked if it was going all the way up to the ceiling on this particular one, and obviously it is, because it goes up through the bedroom upstairs, and he says, well, it's going to be cheaper to do it if you can get access to the bedroom upstairs as well, so if you want to take that out first, then it saves doing two different calls out to take it out at two different points in time. So that's probably going to rejig the plan a little bit. I'm in contact with him trying to find out a date to do things, and the tiles, as I know I mentioned yesterday, the tip has the asbestos bin, and we could have done the tile potentially ourselves, but that I really don't think is going to be practical for me to do myself. So we're probably going to call him in. It's another £480 unfortunately to get that taken out. So we're now like 1,800 in total for asbestos removal. So it's cutting up quick, but that should be the last of it then, which is good. So it is going to rejig the plans for the week a little bit because we've got two jobs we definitely need to do because they affected other timings. One of them is the stack box removal for the plumber because we spoke about doing that next. The other one is then the boxing in the bedroom upstairs, which, as we were talking about, there is brickwork up there. So I think the boxing upstairs is also brick, but it does now mean I've got to like strip apart the bedroom, which I wasn't really planning on doing just yet. So we've got to change the plan of operations. But that doesn't change the plan for today. The plan for today is to get this room as near as damn finished as we can possibly get it. So we've got just mostly small jobs we need to do. So all the bricks, got to go outside / in the garage somewhere. Skirting boards are going to come off. We're going to finish stripping the ceiling, and we're going to finish stripping this wall as well. And then that is basically it. Oh, and the bits of plaster around there as well. So we're going to go around with a wire brush, I suppose is the best way to do it, and a bit of a chisely screwdriver type thing, and just knock out all the loose bits. Then we are pretty much all done prep wise in this room for the time being, and we can move on to the next thing, which is obviously going to be the stack box and that flue pipe. So depending on what days Jamie comes back with and says he can do those, then we will either do the stack box first or we'll do the upstairs flue pipe. So we'll work that out over the course of the day. The other small job I want to do today is the BTU stuff I mentioned. So we're going to take some measurements of the windows, look at the walls, look at the spaces. I mentioned yesterday, obviously we've got some decisions on radiators, so at least I can start working out the thickness and widths we need to do, which then allows us to start actually looking at getting those done. I can start ordering some bits as well. So we're going to crack on, and the first thing we're going to do is get these bricks out of the way, which I'm hoping is going to loosen up my muscles because I'm a little bit sore, a little bit stiff this morning, and then that will give me the energy to hopefully carry on with something. We now have found a newfound respect for bricklayers. Flipping heck. I decided to do like a stop animation thing, which hopefully has worked and played just before this. But to do that, because I've only got the one camera at the moment, did mean I have to move the bricks twice, once to outside the house and then once to in the garage. But yeah, we've got them all moved, and I suspect later I'm also going to find a newfound respect for stop animation people as well. The other incident that happened is, for the first time ever, I've just kaboshed myself on the top of the garage door as well. Banged my head on it. So we're now minus a few brain cells as well. So I'm going to have a breather, get some water, and then on to the next job. So we just tried to pull that nail out the wall, and
half the damn walls just come with it. Wait, there's no plasterboard here at all. Look, it's just thick plaster. Oh my God. And that's all crumpled out of there, isn't it? Oh my days. Right, okay. I may take a temporary pause on pulling any more nails out the wall, because unfortunately that's done quite a significant amount of damage. Oh my gosh, this side's even worse. Look, it's just crumble city under here. That's it's almost like how's that just turned into powder already? Like, it wasn't even like there was, looks like they didn't put any water at all in that plaster. It's like sand. Well, this would probably explain why that was so messy. Look, that's like, you can't really see it from that angle. There you go, look. There's two of the fattest nails you've ever seen that have been rammed home into that wall. And yeah, it's just completely destroyed it. They definitely didn't want that coming off, did they? Just done a bit more digging around here, and yeah, this, whatever this mix is, it's just not mixed properly. Look, you can just knock it out like paper, or like literal dust from behind the wall. So there you go. There's a lump of it, and just it's nothing to it. That is a bit concerning, to say the least. So we may have to. I'm not going to touch this anymore now because it's late. But we may have to do some more poking around in this area just to see if that's like the entire way across that wall, which it kind of feels like it might be. In which case, when the radiator comes off, we may need to strip that whole section right back to brickwork, which is another job that we weren't expecting to find. So that's a bit problematic. My dad also turned up while I was poking around below that window and just tapped on the window and scared the absolute bejesus out of me. So that was a fun occurrence. He's just rocked up with some carpets and bits because he's just been down to see his mum, my nan as well. So yeah, I've done a clean up. I've eaten as well in the meantime, and I can't remember if I've already mentioned now, but we are booked in on Friday now to get this pipe removed, which means the stack upstairs needs to come out before then. What I may also try do, I've been chatting with my dad just while he was here, and where the tiles are underneath the wall, because I'm going to be messing around with that for the electrics. I'm having 2 double sockets and a double Ethernet port put in there for like the TV and the router and everything else effectively. I may just chop the bottom part of that wall off so we can get the bottom part of the stud and just remove all the junk from underneath the wall, and then just rebuild that stud back into the wall and just board over that one section, save taking the whole lot out. So we may poke around with that at some point as well, and I ideally do that before Friday, another job to do before Friday, before we get there. But yeah, we didn't get everything we're supposed to do on the list done today. My own fault for not getting moving so quickly, but I needed the rest. I think it's been a little bit overwhelming today, but I know I'm pretty tired as well, so we're trying to just manage things. I think what I'm just going to do tonight now is just sit down and just write down all the jobs I need to do, because one of the key things to do when you're feeling overwhelmed is literally just write things down, get it out of your head, stop the thoughts churning around in your head. So we're going to get all the jobs and all the bits that I know I need to go do just on a piece of paper, and then we're going to start prioritising them. Obviously, we know the 2 big important ones is the stack and the stack, different kinds of stacks. We're going to get those out. But yeah, we're going to leave the vlog there for tonight, and we'll catch you all in tomorrow's vlog, which is it's Monday. We're going to be in the office, so see what time we get back in the afternoon as to which job we get picking up at, and probably going to be some form of demolition. My biggest fear at the moment with all of this is that I need to lift the carpet upstairs for doing that stack up there, which is a job I need to do for the electrician coming anyway, and I'm just hoping I don't find a load of junk underneath there, like rotten floorboards and joists and stuff like that. I shouldn't do, seems pretty firm, but you never know until you lift it, so that could be another problem. But anyway, I will catch you all in tomorrow's vlog for more house-related demolition action.